What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Monday, August the 21st, 2023. Today, we're going to talk about one of our favorite platforms, of course, has been Vortic United. It has been a platform that has been a great opportunity for us. We've been in it since December of last year, which is very, very rare as we're seeing now that platforms last this long. We have encountered some changes. Now, I didn't want to make a big deal about these changes because if these changes come to pass, this is something that we're all going to be probably happy that has happened. But we're going to get into those details while still addressing what could be some red flags to look at for those of you that may not know some of the red flags of the space. So before we get started, I want to remind you all that I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I am not your financial advisor. All right. I'm just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I'm cranking out that crypto in many different platforms, nothing more and nothing less than that. Now, if you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man in the comment section or anywhere else, because if you get you, there's nothing I can do to help you. All right. So stay diligent, stay vigilant in the comment section. For those of you that don't understand that WhatsApp man concept, it is really general. Just try not to get scammed. Like, there's going to be a lot of people that pretend to be and this and that. So just be diligent. All right. Anyway, let's get to the topic. Vortic United. Now, like I said, Vortic United has been one of those platforms that has been steady. It has been one of those rare things that show trading report in the back office and all these different things. The bonuses for ranking up on the active side have been amazing. The passive income has been pretty good as well. Nothing to sneeze at. It has been consistent. It's something that has garnered a lot of attention in the community. It is something that has a platform that has doxed CEO. There are people that have went overseas to meet him, and he has also even come to the States. He was in Vegas not long ago. So there's a lot moving in this platform, and we talk a lot about red flags in this space because when we see red flags, we have to address them, right? When a platform has been paying out for a certain amount of time in a certain amount of way or in a certain way, right? And then it changes it, right? I do believe Vortic has done this one time before, if I am not mistaken. The first time it happened, they were enabling us to withdraw daily, right? This was something that we were able to do. If we had commissions, if we had earnings, we could withdraw them daily as long as they were over a certain point. Then they said, well, to keep from having to pay so many fees or whatever the case was, we're going to move to a weekly withdrawal, right? And they went to it and they honored it, right? So that is the difference between what Vortic did and what maybe a CloudFi did, right? So CloudFi went to a weekly and then they haven't honored it yet. Vortic did it and they honored it for months. So it had become something that we could rely on. It could be something that we could, I don't want to necessarily even say trust, but it's something that we, got to maybe expect, right? And as of recently, there have been some changes. There have been word that, and of course, this is coming from Vortic themselves. They are going to be implementing a new payment processing system, which is going to hopefully allow people to go back to that way of withdrawing pretty much whenever they have the balance to withdraw. And that system is going to make everyone happy about what Vortic is doing if they do it. Now, they did say in their Telegram group that they would need 7 to 8 days. And from the time that I saw this, this was on the 15th when I posted it in my group, and I'll go ahead and share it with you guys now. It was on the 15th when I shared it with my group, where they mentioned that, as some of you may notice, we are currently performing an update and scaling the payment system. Let's get to the point where they said, we are expecting a change in service, change in infrastructure, and updates of the backend systems to be completed in around 7 to 8 days. This is just an estimation. Ideally, we will already complete it faster. Now, today is the 21st. So if we're doing our finger math, right, the 15th is the first day. Maybe we won't count that. We'll start with the 16th. So the 16th, the 17th, the 18th, the 19th, the 20th, and the 21st. So it is the 6th day on the 21st, which is today. So tomorrow and Wednesday are the days that based on their words, we would be looking to see them complete this process. And if they completed it today, great. If they didn't, then it is what it is as well. I have a couple withdrawals stacked up in there, as Crypto Muscle says, stacking withdrawals, right? I have a few withdrawals stacked in there, so I will be either getting those soon or I won't. And we hope that we do. Now, we're not here to spread FUD or anything like that, but we have to be real about the red flags that we do see in the space. One of the red flags that we often, we don't often talk about, and I'm just going to mention this, and I'm not saying this as a negative thing to Vortic, because sometimes platforms just answer the call of the community and they give the community what they're asking for. And if a short-term package was something that the community was asking for, then they have been given that, right? So the other packages were weeks, right? They have added 3 short-term packages. Now they have a 60-day, all right, which is it looks like up to 46% in rewards plus investment back, $1,000 investment limit minimum, all right? The payout will be at the end of the investment. So they will get 46% on top of what they've already. So if it's 1,000, I'm guessing that's, $1,460 because you get your investment back as well. Of course, the short term for 45 days starts at 7,500, and short term for 30 days starts at 25,000. All right. Now, while this may be a great opportunity, if Vortic continues to do what they do, right? If Vortic continues to carry on like they have carried on since December, then this will be a good opportunity for those of you that want to take a chance at that. The way that I see it is that, well, first, I don't think that I will be doing any of those short-term plans. I have plans that are continuing to pay out on a day-to-day basis, and I've gotten to the point where I earn residual. So we've earned the right to not necessarily have to pay into or go into those different plans if we don't want to here. But we have seen in other platforms, this is not an indictment of Vortic, but we have seen in other platforms, when platforms start adding plans, when they start putting, oh, here's a little this, here's a little that, here's a little bonus, here's a little this, right? When they start doing all that, we see that as red flags because we have seen so many platforms go away from this. And I want to be very clear for anyone that's at Vortic listening to this. If you want to prove that you are different than any other platform out here, all you have to do is honor what you say for a good period of time. Now, because you've changed, because Vortic has changed how they withdraw and how they're doing their different plans and stuff like that, they've added to it, right? It sounds good, as we say. Me and my boys say, it sounds good, right? But you notice how I said that. It sounds good. We want to see some good, all right? We want to, keep seeing cha-chings in our Exodus wallets and different things of that nature. And we want that for our communities. We want that for the people that watch us. We want that for everyone involved. That's why we're here in this space. But we do also understand that in this space, things like this happen where not all the time, platforms will do right by their communities. Now, this platform has done very well, but that does not mean we ignore red flags. All right. And we have to do that because we are the ones that get affected, right? We're the ones that get affected. It's not necessarily sometimes these platforms. Sometimes they have a plan already put in place. As soon as they get a certain amount of capital, they're good. They're gone. And some of them are starting to develop the next thing and work on the next thing and go on to what's next in a few months or whatever. We're also throwing it in there. We're also experiencing some dip in the crypto world in general. So there could be a lot of platforms that see this slow and withdrawal pace. There's many. It's kind of been a tough week for those of you that are out here in the space, and for some of these platforms, it's been a tough week. As far as withdrawals go, as far as earning go, it's been a tough month, really, for some platforms that have been staple. So, hey, this happens. The ebbs and flow happens in the space. It all depends on how you play the game, all right? And if you're here to try to win, if you're here to try to stick and stay, then staying consistent and paying attention to the red flags, and also not giving into too much FUD. There's going to be a lot of people that say a whole lot of stuff. There's going to be some people out there that are going to try to emulate Vortic United and try to act like, since it's going through a little bit of a transition, they're going to act like they can fish those of you that are interested in Vortic United. And you have to be careful with that as well. So if you get any random emails, if you get anything talking about giving access to this or that, or we'll pay you if you send us this or that, like, no, don't give into that. Stay patient, wait for updates from the platform. The platform has been really good at communicating. They have Zoom calls all the time. So like I said, this video is not an indictment of Vortic. And as a matter of fact, I don't believe I've taken my link down just yet. I do believe that if this change happens, I want to be very clear. If this change happens, this is going to be good for all of us. But we can't ignore the red flag. So that's what I'm here to do today. Just here to share my thoughts. This is just my opinion, my personal take. You get whatever you get from it. Vortic, like I said, has been working since December of last year for me personally. So we're excited about what it can do. At the end of the day, we're still watching to make sure that, and we're staying well diversified to make sure that whatever happens, that we are prepared for it. All right. Also, another thing, never ever put anything to any of these platforms that you're not willing to lose. All right. Make withdrawals, people. Withdraw. Don't just compound all day. All right. Withdraw sometimes. All right. Withdraw a lot, actually. Withdraw as often as possible. That's just what I do. Anyway, that's just what I do. Put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you, and all your wallets, because crypto is indeed the Wild Wild West, y'all. If you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. All right. Ask me how I know. It's not very fun at all. If you like this content, hit subscribe. You want to be notified, hit the bell. Please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man, because if he gets you, there's nothing I can do to help you. All right. So stay diligent and stay vigilant in this space and in the comment section. I will see y'all in the next one. Vortic, hey, hope you get the act together, because it won't be long before folks start writing you off. So, hey, as quick as they love you is as quick as they'll dump you. Keep that in your mind. Peace out.